Hey guys, today I'm coming to you from my driveway. I've taken a seat on the corner of the house where I have a wooden planter that has a really dried out little baby in it, or a polygala, which is totally beyond repair. As you can see, this is totally beyond repair. This pot has no water going to it, so it relies on me to give it water. Doesn't work when you're away on holiday. We've already talked about how bad I am at remembering to water my plants. So yeah, we're going to sort this out today and make this little corner here just a little bit more visually appealing. So for this, I've actually chosen some hardy perennials, which I'll interchange with annuals. I don't really feel so bad about pulling annuals out if I forget to water them, and the perennials I've chosen are actually pretty hardy and are a little bit drought tolerant as well, which is going to be good for the likes of us non-waterers. So I'll show you what I've got here. So this one here, it's quite tall, and it is a Silver Prince Carokia. This is the tag, Carokia Silver Prince. So as you can see, it's full sun, part shade. This spot gets both. It grows a bit tall, so 1.2, but it stays quite narrow. Frost hardy, not too much of a problem on the corner of the house. If planted in mass, you can use it as a hedge. It's great for pots. It will handle dry conditions when established, and it's a hardy native. So I'm picking that because it's a native, it's kind of used to, having nature take care of it. So I can give it a little bit of water every now and then. Maybe I'll set an alarm on my phone and we should be good to go. If you are thinking about planting something like this for a hedge, it can grow together nicely and will actually look quite pretty when it's done. I have a Muehlenbeckia over here as kind of like the spiller for this. The Carokia here is the thriller. It grows tall and pretty, great texture. This is a wire vine or a Muehlenbeckia. It's a native again. Here's the tag, Muehlenbeckia complexa. Again, full sun to part shade. It can grow up to 5 meters tall, so we'll actually just keep it down and keep it prostrate by keeping the upward growing growth pruned. It's hardy, again, it's a native. You can actually grow it up a topiary form and make some cool shapes out of it. I don't have the patience for that, so we're going to use it in the best way that I think we can to sprawl out over the side of this pot. It has little cream flowers, which is going to be cool. So plant in very well drained soil in full sun to part shade, and if you're going to use it as a climber, it needs some support. Prune it to the shape you want and we should be good to go. This one here, I've just got a 6-pack of begonias. I'm thinking that because they're annuals, I can actually pop these out as and when I want to change the look of it and to keep some pretty stuff around this one to make the corner of the house look nice. Now I know begonias in Auckland, if you're not getting them frosted, you can actually keep them as perennials, but I won't because I want to be able to change these out, like I said, and just make the pot look a little bit different every season. So yeah. Let's get this polygala out and all the rest of the stuff that's dead in there out, refresh the soil and make it look pretty. These things are so dry, they're like desiccated. I mean, if I cut this back, it might, but nah. So it hasn't actually been too long since the stuff was in here, so the soil still has intact fertilizer balls and stuff through it. I need to pull out some of these roots. So I'm not going to do too much in terms of refreshing the soil. What I will do is just try and take this type of stuff out. It's funny because down here there's still moisture, but, well, maybe it's just dark dirt. I don't know. So yeah, I'll start with planting the Carokia in the middle, and when I've got all the plants in there, I'll make sure the soil level for the container is good. I want it slightly below the surface so that when I do water, it goes in here, doesn't spill over the side. And then I will probably give it a drink with some seaweed tonic when we're done, just to help any transplant shock and to, give it some love. In terms of like size difference, I'm not sure whether you could see it before, but this is the tall thriller. This is one that grows up to 1.2 meters, and this one here will grow 30 centimeters high, but as I said, we'll keep it trimmed down so it kind of, you know, goes out wildly around the side. So we'll pop them in, and then we'll get the colourful annuals in. So because this is, whoops, let's do it. Because this is backed up against the house, I'm going to plant the thriller, or the tall Carokia, kind of towards the back. It's been in the pot for a while. Oh yeah, look at those roots. So it's a bit dry. Give it a bit of a scratch. Loosen them up. And we'll find the right aspect for the plant. Aspect, I think plants have like a front and back and sometimes a side. You know how we all have like, you know, camera facing sides. I think plants are a bit like that as well. So you've kind of got to, so I like to turn them around and then pop away and look at them to see whether the way I'm able to view the pot looks good from, you know, the three sides that we can see. So let's have a look at that. You can come back and have a look at it if you like. What do you think?
I think that's a good choice. Looks nice.
It's got its, you know,
Yeah.
best side facing forward.
Feels like if you turned it around, it'd be facing us backwards.
Faithing.
Faithing us.
Facing us backwards. We
Yeah.
wouldn't want to backwards faith us.
No, no faithing.
No faithing. Alright, so that's pretty cool. I'll just backfill around here a little bit. Push it in, and then we've got the wire vine to come in the front here. It's quite funny, it feels really loose in the pot. Yeah, we're going to have, it's not very established, but it has also got a very tall, try and get it down in there, break the root ball up a little bit, get it in as far as I can, and make sure that the tangle is kind of encouraged to come out the side and kind of not grow too far into the back here. Pretty interesting. I don't know about you, but when you're choosing plants for pots, I feel like I always struggle to make them look as beautiful and lush and cool as they appear in my mind when I actually go to plant them. So I don't know, drop something in the comments if you've got any tips, or if you just want to give it a thumbs up in solidarity so I know I'm not alone. Cool. And now we get to put our little colour pops in. So I always find begonias a little bit hard to get out of their things because they're like quite succulent-y, kind of, I guess. And I often break them off at the top. Not because I have superior strength, but because I possibly am a little bit rough. Right, we've got different colours in here, and I want to try and not have all the colours together. No, I don't want to have too many of the same colours together. So any pinks and reds in here. Would have been nice for some whites. I think I have like one red. Huh. Begonia mix. Not so much mix.
More like begonia odd one out.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, there's a white one in here.
Oh wow.
Yay! There we go. One red, one white, the rest pink.
Pinkish hue.
And there is a dark leaf, bronze leaf one in there, which come in. I'll pop the white one on the corner. Ah, hang on. Weird. It's like, I think that's a white plant and a pink plant together.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Now, take a step back and see what the mishmash looks like. I think it looks pretty cool.
Looks good to me.
Yeah.
Quite like it.
Okay. I'm using the Aquatics Organic Garden Booster. It's seaweed, fish byproducts and things like that. It can be a bit stinky. You just don't put your nose too close to it if you're offended by stinky smells. The reason I use this stuff is because it's organic, there's no nasties in it, I know what's going into my garden, it's derived from nature, and it basically goes full circle because not only does it nourish your plants, it helps condition the soil and helps nourish the organisms that live in it, earthworms and all the other mites and bugs that are beneficials that live in your soil. So yeah, I'm going to make this up and feed the pot. Or let's just go 2 capfuls. Don't spill it. Ah, I spilled it on my fingers. Right, let's give it a water. Okay, so that's the pot done. I've tried to wipe off the soil and that around it. And I've also just settled some of the plants back in. When I watered, because I had fluffed up the soil, they came a bit loose. So I've just pushed them back down in and they should settle in nicely. So I'll pop some updates up of it, hopefully, just untangling, growing in and starting to look a little bit like I envisaged it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, grow well pot. I'll try and remember to water you